I am sitting in a small cafe. The place is quiet. There is soft music. I am holding a cup of tea in my hand. A man sits next to me. He opens the menu and starts speaking to the waiter. His English is perfect. His voice is clear. His words are fast. I look at him and I feel something inside me. I want to speak like him. I want to order tea like him. I want to speak English without fear. But I am just a beginner. I don't know many words. I don't speak fast. I look down at my notebook. I open the first page. I see 10 words. Only 10 words. These are all I know. But I don't want to stay silent anymore. I want to try. I take a deep breath. I look at the waiter. I speak slowly. My words are not perfect, but they understand me. I feel something amazing. For the first time, I speak English in public, and they understand. This moment changes me. It gives me hope. It gives me courage. It tells me that I can do it. Maybe you feel the same. Maybe you want to speak English, but you are scared. Maybe you think it's too hard. Maybe you don't know where to start. If you feel like this, you are in the right place. This video is made for you. I will show you how to think in English. I will show you how to speak English easily. You don't need many words. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. So let's start this journey together, slowly, step by step, with simple words and short sentences. From today, your English journey begins. Chapter 1. Start with simple English sentences. It is a quiet evening. I am walking in the park alone. A child is playing with a dog. The child laughs and says something in English. I stop walking. I try to understand. I can catch only 2 words, but still I feel happy. I know those words. This gives me a little confidence. I sit on a bench. I take out a notebook from my bag. I open the first page. There is a sentence written by me. My name is Ariel. I look at it and smile. I remember the first time I said this sentence. It was in front of a mirror. I was shy. I was scared. But I said it. Slowly. Quietly. But I said it. That was the beginning. Many people think they must speak big words, difficult sentences, fancy English. But that is not true. We start from the ground. We start with small words, small steps. That is how a child learns to walk. And that is how we learn to speak. I remember what my teacher once said. You don't need to say much. You just need to say it clearly. She gave us 10 easy sentences to start with. I still remember those words. They helped me speak English for the first time. They helped me feel proud. The sentences were very easy. My name is Ariel. I am from United States. I live in New York. I like tea. I am a student. This is my friend. I want to learn English. This is my book. I like music. How are you? These sentences look simple, but they are full of power. When you say them, you are using real English. You are talking about yourself, your life, your feelings. These are not just words, they are your thoughts, your identity. When I first said these 10 sentences, I felt something special. I felt brave. I felt like I had opened a door. Behind that door, there was a whole world of English waiting for me. I just had to keep walking. Every day, I stood in front of the mirror. I said these sentences again and again. I looked at myself. I tried to say them with confidence. At first, I made mistakes. I forgot some words. I said them in the wrong order. But I didn't stop. I just smiled and tried again. Slowly, my tongue got used to the words. My mouth started moving more easily. My fear became smaller. My voice became louder. I also said the sentences to my friend. We both were beginners. We helped each other. We made a game. One person asked, "What's your name?" The other replied, "My name is Ariel." Then we changed the question. "Where are you from?" "I am from United States." It was fun. We laughed a lot, but we also learned. This is how English started to grow inside me, like a small plant. Every day, I gave it a little water, a little light, and it started to become strong. I believe that these small sentences are your key to open the door of English speaking. You don't need grammar books. You don't need long lectures. Just take 10 small sentences. Say them every day. In the morning, in the evening, in the mirror, with your friend. Say them slowly. Say them clearly. If you forget, say again. If you are shy, say them in your mind. But say them. They are your first step. They are your base. Once you are strong in these, you can build more. You can add more sentences. But never forget, small is strong. Simple is powerful. Easy is beautiful. From today, write your own 10 sentences. About your life, your dreams, your day. Say them aloud. Say them with love. That is how you begin to speak English. Chapter 2. Stop translating in your head. I am standing at the bus stop. A man beside me is holding a map. He looks lost. He looks at me and asks, "Excuse me, do you know where the museum is?" I understand the question. I know the answer in my language, but I don't know how to say it in English. I stay quiet. I look at the sky. I feel nervous. I try to translate in my head. The words don't come. The sentence in my head is too long. It is in my native language, not in English. I try again. Still nothing. I look at the man. He waits. I feel ashamed. Then I say, "No English. Sorry." The man walks away. I feel bad. I feel like I missed a chance. I knew the answer. I just could not say it. That day I understood something important. I understood my biggest mistake. I was always thinking in my native language. I was translating everything. I was not using English for thinking. That made me slow. That made me silent. It's a mistake many learners make. They want to speak English, but first they think in their own language. Then they try to find English words. Then they speak. This takes time. This creates fear. This breaks confidence. When you stop translating, everything changes. You start thinking in English, then you speak in English. The words come faster. You feel free. Your mind and your mouth work together. But the question is, how can you think in English? It is not easy at first, but it is possible. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a book. You just need to look around. I learned a small trick that helped me a lot. I still use it. It is very simple. You look at objects around you and name them in English. That's it. You sit in your room. You look at your table. You say, table. You see a cup. You say, this is a cup. You open your bag. You say, I have a notebook. You do this again and again. At first, it feels funny. It feels strange. But slowly, your brain gets used to it. Your brain starts to connect your thoughts to English words. Soon, you are not thinking in your language anymore. You are thinking in English. I remember one morning I woke up and I thought, I need to brush my teeth. I smiled. This thought was in English, not in my language. That was the day I knew I was changing. That was the day I felt proud. I was not a beginner anymore. I was growing. You can also grow like this. Start today. Don't wait. Wherever you go, use this trick. In the kitchen, say, I am making tea. In the street, say, I am walking to school. In the shop, say, I want to buy this. Speak it in your mind, or speak it softly. The more you think in English, the easier it becomes. Your mouth will follow your mind. Your speaking will become faster. Your confidence will become stronger. You will not feel afraid. You will not get stuck. So stop translating. It is slow. It is painful. It is the old way. You don't need it now. From this moment, choose the new way. Think in English. Live in English. Talk in English. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. That is how you become a real English speaker. Chapter 3. Think in English with easy words. It is Sunday morning. I am alone in my room. I want to speak English, but I don't know what to say. I open my book. There are many new words, long words, difficult words. I try to read them. I don't understand them. I feel tired. I close the book. I sit on the bed. I look around. There is a chair. There is a table. There is a fan. There is a bag. I look at the chair and I say, chair. Then I say, it is a brown chair. Then I look at the table. I say, table. My books are on the table. I speak slowly. I speak with easy words. But I feel good. I feel like I am learning. I remember what my teacher once said. It is not about using hard English. It is about using real English. Use the words you know. Say them clearly. Say them with meaning. That's when I understood something very important. Many people try to learn big words. They want to sound smart. They want to impress others. But real learning is not about showing off. Real learning is about being clear, being simple, being you. If you speak with the words you know, you can speak without fear. And when you speak without fear, you speak better. That day, I looked around my room again. I started to talk to myself. This is my bed. It is soft. I sleep here. My bag is under the bed. It is black. There are 2 books inside. I was not using hard English, but I was using my English. I was thinking in English. I was speaking in English. This gave me confidence. I started doing this every day. It became a small game. I called it Name and Describe. You pick something, you name it. Then you describe it. You don't need big grammar. You don't need many rules. You only need to try. I used this with everything. In the kitchen, I said, "This is rice. It is white. It is hot." In the park, I said, "This is a tree. It is tall. It has green leaves." I didn't try to use big words. I only used easy words. But these words were mine. I understood them. I used them. And I grew with them. I learned that even with 10 simple words, you can describe your whole room. Bed, table, fan, bag, chair book, wall, light, door, clothes. Then you put small sentences with them. You start small, but small is enough. You don't need to explain like a professor. You only need to express like a person. You don't need to impress anyone. You need to express yourself. That is the real goal. That is real English. If someone asks you, "What is in your room?" you don't need to say, "My personal environment is minimalistic and serene." You can just say, "There is a bed. There is a fan. I have a window. I like my room. It is quiet." This is beautiful. This is English. Speak with easy words. Think with easy words. Love your easy English. Because easy words take you forward. Big words come later. They will come when you are ready. But today, use what you have. Practice, name and describe. Use the world around you. Talk about your room. Talk about your things. Talk about your day. Use the simple words, but speak them with feeling, with care, with heart. That is the best way to grow your English. That is the best way to become confident. So today, take a few minutes. Look around. Name what you see. Describe it with your words. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speak simply. This is your English, and it is already enough to start. Chapter 4. Speak English aloud, even when alone. It is early morning. The sun is not up yet. My room is quiet. No sound. Only the ticking of the clock. I sit on my bed and think about something my teacher said yesterday. She said, "If you want to speak English well, speak to yourself first. Use your voice. Your voice is your tool." I smile and remember that I used to feel shy speaking English in front of others. But now, I understand. I don't have to wait for people. I don't need a classroom. I don't need a teacher beside me. I am my first listener, my first student, my first speaker. I decide to speak aloud. I say, I wake up. I sit on my bed. I feel sleepy. I look around. I see the window. It is closed. I open the window. The air is cold. I like this feeling. I feel good. I feel like English is coming to life. It is not in a book. It is in my room. It is in my day. This is called thinking aloud. You don't speak in your head. You speak with your mouth. You say what you think. It doesn't have to be smart. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be real. I say, I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I feel fresh. These are simple lines. These are daily things. But when I say them in English, they feel new. They feel like a step forward. I understand now that the biggest mistake is being silent. Silence is the enemy. When you are silent, your mouth forgets how to move. Your voice becomes weak. Your brain becomes lazy. You start to fear mistakes. You wait for the perfect time to speak, but that time never comes. The best time is now. I stand in front of the mirror. I look at myself. I say, "Good morning. How are you today?" I smile. I answer, "I am fine. Thank you." It feels funny at first, but then it becomes normal. I talk to myself. I ask questions. I give answers. I say what I see. I say what I do. I say what I feel. I am hungry. I want to eat. I will make breakfast. I say these things while I walk, while I eat, while I get ready. I don't wait for someone. I don't wait for class. I speak English in real life. I also use my phone to record my voice. I say a few sentences and listen. I hear my own English. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I repeat. But I always learn. I see how I sound. I see where I stop. I see what words I forget. And then I try again. I also make a rule. For 5 minutes each morning, I do mirror practice. I look at my face. I speak slowly, clearly. I try to speak without stopping. Just 5 minutes. But it helps a lot. It trains my tongue. It trains my thoughts. I become more sure, more confident, more ready. Speaking aloud is my secret weapon. Even when I am alone, I am learning. I am improving. I am growing. I am not waiting for tomorrow. I am using today. You can do this too. Wherever you are, in your room, in your kitchen, on your walk. Speak English aloud. Talk to yourself. Talk about your day, about the weather, about your plans. Say what you are doing. Say what you are feeling. You don't need big words. You only need small steps. Every day, every morning, every moment. Say the words. Say them aloud. Don't be silent. Because silence stops you, but your voice moves you forward. Let your English grow through your voice. Chapter 5. Use shadowing to improve speaking fast. It is a cold evening. I am sitting in my room, wearing a blanket and watching a video on my phone. A man is talking in English. His voice is soft. His sentences are clear. I don't understand every word, but I enjoy listening. Then I remember something my teacher told me last week. She said, "There is a powerful technique. It is called shadowing. If you want to improve fast, use it every day." I asked her, "What is shadowing?" She said, "It is very simple. You listen and you repeat at the same time, just like a child." I wanted to try it. That night, I played the same video again. I listened carefully. I repeated the words after the speaker. Sometimes I was a little late. Sometimes I made mistakes, but I did not stop. I kept going. My voice followed the speaker's voice like a shadow. That's why we call it shadowing, like the shadow of a tree, like the shadow of your hand. Your voice becomes the shadow of English. It follows. It copies. It learns. I did this for 10 minutes. My mouth felt tired, but my heart felt strong. I was not just listening, I was speaking, I was practicing, I was improving. Next day, I did it again. I used a short video. The speaker talked slowly. The sentences were easy. I listened. I repeated. I didn't care if I made a mistake. I just kept going. I told myself, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be English. Every day I did shadowing for 10 minutes. I did it while walking. I did it while washing dishes. I did it while waiting for the bus. I used earphones. I used my phone. I used my time. I didn't need a class. I didn't need a teacher. I only needed a voice to follow. After 7 days, I felt something new. I spoke faster. My words were smoother. My pronunciation was better. My fear was smaller. My confidence was bigger. It was like magic. But it was not magic. It was practice. It was shadowing. The best part is, you don't need to create new sentences. You don't need to write. You just copy. You copy real English from real people, and you grow. You learn how to pause, how to stress the words, how to sound natural, how to speak like the speaker. You hear and repeat. You hear and speak. That's how children learn. That's how we can learn too. You can use anything. You can use YouTube videos. You can use slow podcasts. You can use dialogues from your favorite movies. Just choose something you like, something you understand, something that makes you smile. Play it. Listen to it. Speak with it. Don't wait. Don't stop. Just shadow. You will feel shy at first. You will feel strange. But that's okay. Speak alone. Speak in your room. Speak in the kitchen. Just speak. Let your voice rise. Let your fear fall. Let your English grow. Shadowing is your friend, your private coach, your daily helper. It is free. It is fast. It is simple. But it is very powerful. If you do it every day, even for 5 minutes, you will see a big change. You will not just hear English, you will speak English, and you will love it. That's the magic of shadowing. Chapter 6. Talk in English with other people. It is Friday afternoon. I am in the school cafe. I am drinking tea and reading a short story in English. A student from my class walks in. He smiles at me. I smile back. His name is Carlos. He is from Spain. We sit together. We don't know each other well, but I want to speak English with him. I feel a little nervous. I think maybe my English is not good enough. Maybe I will make mistakes. But then I remember what my teacher told us last week. She said, speaking with mistakes is better than not speaking at all. Don't wait to be perfect. Just talk. So I take a deep breath. I say, "Hi, Carlos. How are you today?" He smiles and replies, "I am good, thank you. And you?" And just like that, a simple talk begins. We talk about food, about class, about home. We speak slowly. We make small mistakes, but we understand each other. I feel happy. I feel brave. I learned something important that day. Real conversation is the best practice. Books help. Videos help. But real speaking with real people is the most powerful learning. Because you listen. You answer. You think fast. You use your English in the real world. It becomes alive. After that day, I decide to talk in English every day. I join a WhatsApp group for English learners. I find 2 partners. One is from Egypt, the other is from Vietnam. We send voice messages to each other. Just short messages about daily life. I am cooking. It is raining. I saw a good movie. These small talks help me so much. I also go to the local library every weekend. They have a speaking club there. We sit in a circle. We talk about different topics: travel, family, dreams. Sometimes we laugh. Sometimes we listen. Sometimes we forget words. But nobody laughs at mistakes. We help each other. We grow together. I learn to start conversations with easy sentences. I say things like, "Is this your first time here?" Or, "Do you like this book?" Or, "Where are you from?" These are not big questions, but they open doors, they begin stories, they make connections. And I always keep one magical sentence in my mind. It is, "Can I practice English with you?" This sentence changed my life. I said it to many people, and most of them said yes. Some were students, some were tourists, some were teachers. They all helped me. They all listened to me. They all spoke with me. That's how I improved. That's how I became more confident. You can do this too. Don't wait for the right moment. The right moment is now. Look around you. There are many people who want to practice English. Look on YouTube. Look in Facebook groups. Look in apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. You can find a friend, a partner, a listener, a speaker. Just one person is enough. Talk to them. Say, "Hello." Ask a simple question. Answer slowly. Use your easy words. And don't be afraid. Your English does not have to be perfect. It just has to be real. If you speak with your heart, people will understand. They will help you. They will talk with you. And you will grow. Every conversation is a step forward. Every talk is a small victory. So don't stay silent. Don't wait. Speak today. Speak to someone. Speak with kindness. Speak with courage. Speak with your simple English. That is how you learn. That is how you live English. Chapter 7. Learn English phrases, not just words. It is raining outside. I am sitting near the window with a cup of tea. I open my notebook and look at the list of words I wrote last week. Good, go, check, idea, sure. They are all useful words, but I don't know how to use them in real life. I look at them and feel confused. I know their meaning, but I don't know how to speak with them. Then I remember what my teacher told us last month. She said, "English is not just words, it is phrases. Learn the way people speak, not just what each word means." I didn't understand it clearly at that time, but now I do. A word is only one piece. A phrase is the full idea. When someone asks, "Are you free tomorrow?" you don't say yes. You say, "I think so," or "Let me check," or "I'm not sure." These are phrases, and phrases are the real English. When you learn them, your speaking becomes faster. You don't have to stop and think about each word. You don't need to build every sentence from zero. You already have ready-made blocks. You just use them. I remember the first time I used the phrase, "That's a good idea." I was speaking with a friend. He said, "Let's watch an English movie tonight." I smiled and said, "That's a good idea." It was so easy. It felt natural. I felt proud. From that day, I started to collect phrases. I wrote them in a small notebook. I called it my phrase bank. Every day, I added 3 new phrases. "I'm just looking." "What do you mean?" "I don't know yet." "I hope so." "That makes sense." I read them, I spoke them, I used them. These phrases became part of me. They helped me speak without stopping. I could reply fast. I could speak more naturally. I sounded more confident. I didn't worry about grammar. I just used the full phrase, and people understood me. That is the power of phrases. They save time. They build fluency. They make you feel like a real speaker. So I made a small rule. I called it the 10-minute phrase challenge. Every day, I gave 10 minutes to this. I picked 3 phrases. I read them aloud. I made 1 sentence with each. Then I used them in my mirror practice. I used them in my thinking aloud. I tried to use at least one of them in a real conversation that day. It worked. Slowly, my phrase bank grew, my speaking grew, and my confidence grew. You can do the same. Start with 5 phrases. Write them down. Say them. Use them. Keep adding more. When you speak English, use phrases like, "That's interesting," or "Let me see," or "I think so." These are the real English tools. They will help you speak like native speakers. You don't have to build everything yourself. Just collect. Just copy. Just use. Language is not made word by word. It is made idea by idea, phrase by phrase. So don't only learn words. Learn how the words live together. That's where the magic is. That's how you speak fast. That's how you speak right. Keep your phrase bank close. Open it every day. Let your English grow with phrases. Chapter 8. Make English your daily habit. It is evening now. I am walking home slowly after a long day. I pass a bakery. I see fresh bread in the window. I say to myself, "I want to eat bread." I smile, not because of the bread, but because I said it in English. Nobody heard me, but I heard myself. And I feel proud. I remember the advice my teacher gave us. She said, "Speak English every day. Just 1 sentence. Just 1 moment. But speak." That simple advice changed my life. Before, I waited for the right time to practice English. I thought I needed 1 hour every day. I thought I needed silence, books, and no noise. But now, I understand. English lives in small moments. When I brush my teeth, I say, "I am brushing my teeth." When I eat, I say, "I am eating rice." When I go outside, I say, "The weather is good." These are small sentences, but they are strong. They become habits, and habits make us better. I created a game for myself. I called it the 3-minute challenge. Every morning I speak English for 3 minutes. I don't stop. I talk about my day, my dreams, or what I see. I don't worry about mistakes. I just speak. Only 3 minutes. But those 3 minutes change everything. My fear becomes smaller. My words become faster. My voice becomes stronger. Sometimes I want to use my phone and scroll through social media, but then I stop. I say to myself, just 10 minutes for English. I open a story. I do shadowing, or I write 5 sentences in my notebook. I speak them aloud. That small change gives me big results. I learn something new. I use my time well. I feel good. I feel like I am moving forward. I also use a calendar. Every day I practice English, I mark a big red X on the calendar. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. The red line grows longer. I don't want to break it. It makes me happy. It keeps me going. This is called a streak. When I complete 7 days, I give myself a reward. A sweet, a walk, a short movie, something small, something fun. It becomes my gift, from me to me. Because I am working hard, because I am trying. You can do this too. You don't need hours. You don't need perfect silence. You only need one moment, one sentence. Say it while walking. Say it while cooking. Say it while waiting. Let English enter your day. Let English live with you. Make it your habit. A small part of your life. Not a big lesson. Not a heavy task. Just a daily friend. 1 word at a time. 1 sentence at a time. 1 day at a time. That is how you become better. That is how you become fluent. Make English your habit. Make it your language. Speak it. Love it. Live it. Chapter 9. Your English Journey. Stay motivated. It is night. I am sitting alone on the roof, looking at the stars. The sky is quiet. The wind is soft. I think about my journey. I think about where I started. I remember the time I was afraid to speak even 1 word in English. I remember my first sentence. My name is Ariel. I said it with fear. I said it slowly. But I said it. That 1 sentence changed everything. I told myself, you cannot learn in 1 day, but you can improve every day. So I did. Every day, I took 1 small step. I read 1 story. I said 1 sentence. I thought 1 idea in English. I repeated 1 phrase. I watched 1 video. I spoke to myself. I spoke to others. I made many mistakes, but I never stopped. In 6 months, something beautiful happened. I was not silent anymore. I was speaking. I was thinking in English. I was living in English. I still remember my first long conversation. I talked with a tourist who came to our city. We talked for 15 minutes about food, about travel, about dreams. I didn't use big words. I didn't speak fast, but I spoke with heart, and he understood me. That moment made me proud. That moment told me, yes, you can do it. So now I want to tell you, don't fear mistakes. They are not bad. They are signs of effort. They mean you are trying. They mean you are brave. If you don't make mistakes, you are not growing. Speak wrong. Speak slow, but speak. Every mistake is a lesson. Every mistake is a light. Follow it, learn from it, and keep going. Your English is not a race. It is a journey, a slow, beautiful journey, and you are already walking on the right path. Just keep walking, every day. Use this simple checklist. Read something in English. Think in English for 5 minutes. Speak one sentence aloud. Shadow one short video. Do this every day. Do it with love. Do it with patience. You will grow. You will improve. You will shine. And remember my final advice, don't study English. Live English. Make it your friend. Make it your habit. Make it part of your life. Talk to yourself. Talk to others. Listen with your heart. Speak with your soul. Use simple words. Use your real voice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. You just need to keep going. This is not the end. This is your beginning. The road is long, but the view is beautiful. Keep moving. Keep learning. Keep speaking. Your English will bloom like a flower, slowly, gently, but surely. And if this video helped you, I invite you to be part of this learning family. Now, before we say goodbye, I want to tell you something important. If this video helped you, even a little, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me. When you subscribe, we stay connected. When you like this video, it tells me you enjoyed the journey. And when you comment, I get to hear your voice. So, please leave a comment below. Tell me one simple sentence you want to speak in English. Just one. Maybe, my name is, or I want to speak English. That's enough. It's your first step. And I promise, I will read your comment. I will reply to you. I will help you. We are learning together. You are not alone. I am here with you, every step of the way. So don't be shy. Let's speak. Let's grow. Let's learn English together, one simple sentence at a time.